Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Crusader Kings III, where it is definitely Monday, here in the first of the 5 episodes of Crusader Kings that are going to come out this week, don't worry. And I've spent some time doing a little bit of reading on the wiki, doing a little bit of considering, and I understand now, I think, the basic rules of our succession type, and I think I'm fine with them. So about half our stuff is going to pass down to Brian, who we are going to play when we die. And I might be jumping the gun here on considering this so much, because we are 56, like it's not necessarily the case that we'll be dead in the next 10 minutes or anything. And then a bunch of our smaller stuff is going to go to the other kid, who I named a thing that I can't pronounce, so we're just going to call him the other kid. We also have some other problems to deal with. We have some problems to deal with. These aren't even other problems, because you know what? The succession thing, it's not a problem. It's fine. I'll just be the king of my little brother. It's okay. We do have 3 duchies, and apparently the deal is you're only allowed to have 2 if you're the king or the emperor. This is causing a 15-point opinion penalty on all of our vassals, which honestly doesn't really seem like that big of a deal, but I think I'm fine with, like, passing off Ulster, right? We have that dude, yeah, this guy, Earl, who really runs most of this land already anyway, and he's kind of got a little bit of a problem with us. He doesn't like the fact that he's not in charge of his duchy, with it being his claim and everything. I think we're going to grant this to him, and that's going to, first of all, fix his opinion a little bit, and secondly, solve this problem with everybody else. Alright, so, we grant him the petty kingdom of Ulster. Yeah, that's the only one. I think that's the only one we need. The Countess will be transferred with the titles as a vassal. That's a really weird way. That makes it sound like she's property, being transferred as a possession. But okay, her deal is, she right now is running the county that is called Ulster within the duchy that is called Ulster. She's gonna be annoyed. But, you know, we had to back our dude in order to take this place over, so I'm gonna do it. Alright, all of a sudden, look at all the positive opinion. All of a sudden, my dude is, I mean, first of all, he's terrified. But secondly, all of a sudden, we got friends. And actually, let me look at the reputations with my vassals as a group now. We're still negative 51 with this guy. He really wants a seat on the council, and he just, you know what? He should just develop some stats. That's what I think he should do to solve that. And with everybody else, we're basically pretty good. Even the guy who we kicked off the council is, like, fine with us. Honestly, plus 40 is more than fine. He actually really likes us. So yeah, we're doing well. I do not expect to be murdered. Is basically where that comes down. So, we do, of course, want to keep expanding. Here's what I was thinking. I was talking about under what circumstances will we be done playing as this bloodline, and will we take the lessons that we learned out into somewhere else to craft a new storyline. And I think what I've come down to is this. First of all, we definitely want to see succession happen. We gotta have a king die. Secondly, I think we should try to just take over Britannia as a whole. I think this will be a good testing ground for our understanding of what we've learned. And I would love to start that process by pressing over and putting our back up against Mercia, given how the Mercians feel about us. So I'm kind of thinking, like, here, maybe? Can we, if we hop back to the realm level, can we get a sense of how powerful they are? 2,000-ish soldiers. So yeah, not too different from us, really. Obviously, we have no claim here, but we could fix that. Of course, we are dead broke. And I mean, I'm working on that. I'm trying, but we might have to chill for a little bit and just generate money. And of course, I'd love to create the rest of these titles, but also that costs money. So who is still itching? Oh yeah, I mean, of course you. And he would like a spot on the council, but first of all, he doesn't have the stats to be good at anything at all. How do you have 0 stewardship? Oh my god. I can't believe this. I can't believe I just gave that asshole a duchy. And also, he's just like, he's too bad at his job for it to matter, right? Okay, I'm gonna pull you off of court intrigue. I think our dude is good at court intrigue. Let's maybe have her help us manage our domain. That gives us a little bit of extra money, right? And you are collecting taxes. Increasing development is probably a better long-term taxation bonus, right? Because we want to increase the development level in as many places as possible to get their tax money up. How about... Yeah, so he's going to push development. I have no idea where it makes the most sense to increase development. So that took half a point off of our monthly income. It's not even really that much of a cost. He was not doing that good of a job of raising our income before. And yeah, I guess with that we'll just unpause and wait for some money to roll in before we go doing anything. I am interested in... Here we go. Here's the decisions panel. A notable guest with a claim on the Duchy of Kent. Which... where's Kent? Are we even in the Duchy view or not? Oh, Kent is kind of in an awkward place relative to us. It's also part of the, the Kingdom of England as a whole, which is maybe not what I want to be messing with right at this second. Part of the benefit of this stuff over here is that it is divorced from the greater, yeah, it's just Wales. Apologies. Apologies to all of the viewers who just went, hey! Alright, well, you are a notable guest, but I'm not gonna do anything about that. The Duchy of Essex, this is also in England. I don't want to... That is directly held by the Prince of England. We're not into that. The Petty Kingdom of Moray in Scotland. Petty Kingdom's a duchy, right? Okay, that's a big one. It is currently held by the King of Scotland. I didn't realize we're not that far off of being able to fight the Kingdom of Scotland, actually. We can probably raise an army that will pull that off, and if we ask for help from the Mercians, maybe we just take over Scotland first? And then we start working on... that's interesting. Yeah, who was that? Who had that claim? It was you, right? How do I... Here we go. 11 claims, she says. How did you do this? What on earth? These are all claims toward places in England, though. Can I understand your... No, clicking on this just brings us to the title, not to the information about her claim in particular. Okay, well, I think this is not who I was looking for. So how do I see, is there an easy way in this view to see what their claims are? Because I thought she was the person who just said she had a claim on Moray. You're a treacherous craven. There's a lot of people in my court who have a lot of claims available, actually. What's your deal, friend? Okay, you have a claim on the Earldom of Fife. The thing is, if we go to war over one of these little things, winning the... we're not going to be at war for all of Scotland, right? If we resolve this, we'll have to stop fighting there until we can create another claim. So even if we fully defeat King Malcolm's armies, it's not like we get all of Scotland right away. We'd still have to press through this whole system. Well, is there a way for me to see... I wonder if there's a way for me to see the log... Oh, no, not... Sorry, I'm not looking at your court. I'm looking at my court. Okay, you're just some dude. I mean, welcome. Don't let me Don't get it. Oh, okay. Hello. A compassionate gambler at the age of 7. So, a bit of a claim to the whole Kingdom of Scotland, to Moray in general, to the Earldom of Ross and Inverness, and also Ulster. Interesting. I mean, this kid seems useful, right? Let's, how do I guess I could grant him titles. Isn't there just a, recruit to court. Okay, wow. Wow, that's a lot of dollars. I mean, I guess it makes sense. What if I arranged a marriage between you and someone who's already in my court? Would that do it? Oh. No, sorry, I'm sending him a proposal. No, I wanted to ask him if he wanted to marry some lady in my court. Apparently that's not, this is... I don't know, this says, suggest a marriage between him and either... It's weird that this is... Huh. Okay. Choose someone to marry off. So... 7 years old. It's probably a little young for this. You want to marry my spy master? Will not accept. Not interested. Age considerations. Yeah, okay. So we can't really do anything about this right now. You know, we don't have the money to be inviting people to stay in court anyway. Let's just chill out and collect taxes and let time and our age advance. Obviously, things are going to get a little wacky around succession time, so it would be cool if we could maybe, like, start war with Scotland earlier, but we cannot, at the moment, even pay to fabricate a claim. So let's let all of this stuff continue. We are, at this point, closer to being able to fabricate a claim, certainly, than we are to, here, let's do this, because this is simple. Yeah, we're closer to being able to fabricate a claim than we are to being able to invite someone valuable to stay at court. So, the betrothed... Oh, my son's spouse is finally old enough to get married. Okay, so we will not get any prestige off of this. But she'll get a bunch of prestige. Yeah, I mean, I guess so. She's marrying the Prince of Ireland. Yeah, I think we should do this, right? This was the whole plan. Let's hope my murderous wife does not cause a problem here. Is my spy master in looking out for schemes mode? Yeah, okay. Please do a good job of that. Please don't let my wife murder my daughter-in-law. So should we be thinking about fabricating a claim up here instead of trying to do this the other way? Cannot right-click to interact with this. Oh, my wife is pregnant again. Well, that's kind of not ideal, right? I'm not going to be able to request a claim from our religious leader. There's no way we have enough faith for that. And I sort of want to just, like, build titles and consolidate my prestige. I don't know if that's a sensible thing to do. I can designate a guardian who will transfer their skills and other knowledge to the child. Had I not done this? Oh, no, that's right. We ended up setting an education focus, but we didn't put up a guardian. So, hold on, let me see the rest of the text on that. Guardian with a good education trait will transfer to the child. Letting a vassal educate your child will raise their opinion of you. If you want more control, you can educate the child yourself. And I mean, we have some useful traits. Also, we have some bad stuff that I would love it if the kid did not inherit. We could have our half-brother do it. He's honest. He could teach the kid to be a good negotiator. That's an education trait. I don't know if I really want this kid to be a soldier? We already got half of the royal bloodline's gonna be... Really? Prowess -2. That's it. I would imagine it would be hard to sword fight while pregnant. I do think that I maybe would prefer to have this kid be good at diplomacy. Just that our entire bloodline doesn't get knocked out on the battlefield, right? Could maybe pass on some stewardship. That's an interesting idea. I think let's have our half-brother be his guardian. Hopefully he'll pass on some of that diplomacy, because I'm no good at it, frankly. Somebody in the family ought to know how to talk to people. To make my nephew, Earl Marchand, more susceptible to my attempts at approaching him, I can include a compliment in my next missive to his court. I will be sure to mention his unshakable faith in God. Do we reckon he's a pious sort? What do we know about his traits? He's honestly very lustful. He's humble, he's temperate. He likes a good wolf. I mean, who among us, right? Youthful vigor, he's gonna see through that. Unmatched people skills? Certainly not unmatched. He's got some people skills. I'm gonna go unshakable faith in God. Most people in this time, I think, would like for, at the very least, would like for others to believe that they were that they were religious and faithful, right? Our personal correspondence has left much to desire. Oh, please refrain from personal remarks in the future. Imagine sending that to your king. Oh, right. We have the ability to swap up our succession type again. So the thing we have available, due to our historical whatever, based on our culture, is a type that involves elections, right? I don't know if I don't know if that's where I want to be. Okay, what else do we have on here? We could go on a pilgrimage. We could call a hunt, which will cost a bunch of money if I'm not mistaken, but it will probably get us prestige. My feeling is that we want to have money right now because I still have like titles that I would like to form, and yeah, we're making money pretty quickly here. I'm inclined to just sit on that because the more titles we form, the more stuff our heir will have after we die, right? Like for every 2 titles, in theory, he should get 1 of them. Praise Saint Brigid, Constance has given birth to a perfect little daughter. Why don't we name her a good Catholic name? Not that I don't like the Irish names, but I can't pronounce them necessarily. I can say Beatrice. Yeah. May you grow to be strong and wise, young Beatrice. And also to have very good stats. I didn't include that in the text, but we all know that I'm wishing for it. I hope your stats are incredible. So when we get to 250 wealth, we could form one of these titles. We could unite some stuff up underneath us, which seems like a good thing to do. Yeah, there's prestige and rank on the line here. And who doesn't love prestige? We're getting pretty close to a new level of fame. I think I am, in fact, going to do that. Alright, so there's the money. Let us form a duchy, and then I'll want to give it to a vassal, right? Because, again, we'll have that situation. Can I assign it to one of my kids right away? Is that a thing? Here, I'm going to create this title. And then we're gonna play with it a little bit. So now I hold too many duchies. I am allowed to grant this to one of my vassals or one of my guests or any courtier in my realm. So wait, if I land that kid with all the claims, provided that kid is still around, that makes him a vassal, right? And then that means that we can press his claims? Geez. I don't remember age. Let's sort backwards by age, because... Oh, nope, sorry. The default sort is actually the one I wanted. I can't just give land directly to my kid. I guess that's a way of keeping it in the family, huh? It does look like that, the one with all the claims is still here. So if I give him House Lorne, something like that, probably. Obviously, as you would imagine, he would gain some opinion. And this, I think this would give us his claims to press. We're going to find out if that's what it would do. Alright, congratulations, small child. Congratulations, 9-year-old. Welcome to dukehood. So now that I've done that, I am allowed to declare war using... Oh, wait. Huh, that's weird. Why does it even allow me to click the button? Usually it doesn't allow us to click the button if there are no Casus Belli to choose from. I did gain a level of fame. We are now illustrious, progressing toward exalted among men, which seems pretty alright. I definitely lost some income from doing that, though. It turns out this kid doesn't know how to tax people, probably. It's alright, that's not why we did it. So... So yeah, there's still no Casus Belli available, but it is... The fact that it's even allowing me to pull up the menu... Oh hey, familial reputation. Your spouse's average diplomacy skill led to a windfall. We've actually gotten Earl Merchant positive about us. That's crazy. Yeah, see, ordinarily, I'm not even allowed to click Declare War if I don't have a Casus Belli. So why is this different? I mean, the real answer is there's supposed to be a thing here, isn't there? We should be able to press that kid's claim. At least, I mean, the game's UI certainly seems to think so. And I'm using press in a very, like, colloquial English way, which I should probably stop doing, because a pressed claim is different from an unpressed claim, right? So, It's true I have no claim on the Kingdom of Scotland. Maybe the problem here is that I'm trying to... No, because you have to press... Yeah, you have to declare war on a person, not a title. Like, I have no doubt that me plus the Mercians could get this done. I think that's totally... Yeah, I'm not worried about Earl Waltheof of Northamptonshire. Come on now. Also, we have a new... Your granddaughter is eligible to be wed. Sorry, I have a granddaughter? Have you been... Yeah, okay. Well, good work, I guess. So hold on a second. Didn't I give... I thought I gave the title... Oh, I gave the land to the kid. I didn't give him a title. I didn't make him a vassal. No, wait. No, he's a vassal because he has land. But he is not, in fact, the duke of this place. Do I want him to be the duke? What is the... I guess I'm still a little unclear on the power structure. If it's his land, why is he not the ruler of it? Are my other dukes gonna be... Are my other dudes, my other vassals, gonna be mad if I give the land to this 9-year-old. I think I'm going to do this. Yeah, you fucking better like me. My vassal... Which guy are you? There's too many people in my damn... Yeah. Let's start swaying him, because the other guy that we were swaying, we got that under control. He's in a good spot. Okay, you can create the Duchy of Meath eventually, once you have money. Derbailed Brian can marry. So who should we marry her to? Let's talk about alliance power. I mean, it doesn't help us very much to ally with France. Anywhere in France, right? Bavarian, Dutch. What I would kind of like is a... hold on, can we move this to the side a little bit here? If we could form an alliance with a place that actually matters, like... This is a 0-year-old. Unmarried, you don't say. But, like, you know, alliances with places in Scotland could potentially be useful. So... These people are not actually part of Scotland. Do we have the ability to... I'm just looking for their flag here. If we could form an alliance there, I could see that being useful. I mean, there's a lot of stuff here that's too far away to matter. I do not think we should marry her to Earl Muradoc of Carthage. That guy's an asshole. I'm trying to think of, like, the long-term consequences of this, too, because as my oldest son's oldest child, her offspring matters, right? Like, in a real game bloodline kind of sense. So we should also be thinking about traits and stuff, right? Like, it's not 100% impossible that we end up playing as her kid. We're getting way down the alliance power meter here, and I'm starting to think there just aren't a lot of terribly relevant alliances available. Allying with people in France is not helping anybody. The thing is, I'm not sure how valuable it will be to ally with a person inside Scotland. If we end up at war with the King of Scotland, you know, will our alliance be overwhelmed by their loyalty to their liege? It totally might be, right? It is hard to know. Alright, how about total relevance? Tell me about total relevance. The Duchy of Holland, no congenital traits. Duke of Flanders, a lot of real old dudes here. So wait, does Brian only have daughters? Yes, he does. How is that gonna... Because our succession type is male preference. So, I mean, it says men take precedence over women in succession, not women can't inherit. So, after this character dies, and we're playing as Brian, is his stuff going to go to the... I mean, presuming he doesn't have a son, his stuff goes to the oldest daughter, right? Including our control. We'll pass to his oldest daughter, I think. So, also, I suppose that this choice of spouse matters a bunch in that way. How about... Can we... Oh, no, wait, that's right. It's a filter. Because there's a sort and a bunch of filters, and this is not really probably the way that this should be set up. So there's only one person who has a heritable trait and also potentially alliances. I mean... it's a decent age match. Where is this? The County of Baden in the Holy Roman Empire. How do I... There's definitely a way to jump over to somebody's land, but I don't remember what it is. No, this is not... Sorry, that's not what I was trying to do. Yeah, I guess there's a problem here in that any children, no matter who we marry her to, this is going to be a problem, right? Where children born of the marriage will be part of his dynasty, unless we use a matrilineal marriage, and we're not going to be able to get a matrilineal marriage to anybody except somebody who wouldn't stand to gain from being married anyway, right? Like, we're not going to be able to get an alliance out of that. So we may have to just have her marry someone sort of within our realm. She has to remain the powerful one, especially since Brian has no sons. Yeah, I think that's okay. So, a lot of robust young men in my realm. Intelligence seems pretty good, although that dude is quite old. Diplomacy +3, attraction opinion +30. I mean, a great big attraction boost does seem like a reasonable thing for a liege to want. And as we scroll down here, we're just getting older and older and older. Well, gluttonous and lustful. I mean, there's not a lot of super positive traits around here. I don't want my granddaughter marrying some total monster, right? This seems like he might be okay. Gluttonous and sadistic, a real winner, all the way around. You're honest, and you might pass down intelligent, which seems really powerful. You are also sadistic because fucking of course you are. Good traits aside from that, though. I mean, I guess it's not such a bad thing for him to be older. In terms of what this will mean for her life, probably be kind of a nightmare. But he'll die eventually, right? Maybe we get a couple of kids out of the marriage and then something happens to him and she gets to just rule on her own without a spouse. I'm not necessarily opposed to that idea. Maybe this'll give us a good chance to scheme. And he's got, aside from the sadistic thing, he's got some interesting character traits. I'm going to do it. We're going to go this way. She will lose 300 prestige. Yeah. Chance of children, medium. Do we know what medium means? We do not. But it's got to be a matrilineal marriage, and that's gonna impose some limitations on it. All right, I think that's good for right now. We're just gonna press time onward here. Accept your marriage proposal. We received a letter from a person who was just loosely acquainted with the guy who was part of the marriage. Seems like a strange way to do that. What is factions? There are no factions targeting you. You can prevent a vassal from joining a faction by making them your friend, lover, prisoner, or ally. They also refrain from joining factions if they are terrified or if you have a strong hook. So, we're concerned... Well, he's in a box titled Vassals Who Cannot Join Factions, because he is underage. But, to be clear, all the rest of my vassals could? Is that what we are being told here? That seems dangerous. Is there discontent? Can I see discontent? Where's my marshal? There are no valid targets for inclusion. I mean, I guess control and contentedness are pretty different things, right? Yeah. Okay, well, I guess we'll just keep an eye on that periodically. Spy Master has come to me with grave news. Oh no. While we do not yet know who, someone is plotting to kill my granddaughter. I have strong feelings about this. I would love it if my granddaughter lived. We must stop the villain behind this. I feel very strongly about that, actually. In theory, it has a 5% success chance, and it should be easy enough to expose. It's time. So, again, it is the case that I think what we do is we just wait. We just let our Spy Master do her thing. Secret scheme is a scheme that progresses unbeknownst to the target. It can be discovered, causing a reduction in success chance, which we've done, and increasing the likelihood that the scheme owner is discovered when the scheme executes. I wonder, were I to imprison my wife, if all of a sudden the scheme would end. So can I, if I swap her back over to Court Intrigue, is she actually going to be aiding our Spy Master? Like, my intrigue skill is hot garbage. So are we just using our Spy Master skill instead? Oh, that's a shame. She's too honest to be really good at this. I feel like it's a bad idea to take her off of Disrupt Schemes right now. Alright, you do this. I'm fairly sure that she's the person who is running that scheme. So I don't necessarily expect her involvement to make things any better. Oh no, it was not her, in fact. It was Countess Havis, the wife of Count William of Rouen. Who was... This guy was involved in a war we were in. Was he my ally? I mean, yeah, that's an abhorrent fiend, for sure. So... Wait a minute. Derbail Nick Bryan loses 100 opinion of Countess Havis. Yeah, that makes sense. All close members and her spouse will also lose opinion of Countess Havis. And then it does end the scheme. Obviously, there's a little bit of an error here in the tooltip. But yeah, this kills the scheme. This makes this not a thing that's happening anymore. Yeah, good, I guess. It does seem like, this is probably out of my ability to interfere with. Where is... Boy, there's a lot of France out here. I don't know, we're not going to be able to, like, make that a problem, right? I don't have the, what do you call it, the diplomatic pull to be like, hey, you should punish Countess Havis. I guess I'm just gonna let it go. Because I don't think we can do anything else. I can lawfully imprison Mayor Crinnock on account of fornication. If you fail to imprison Mayor Crinnock, she will leave to become a wanderer. Why? Because people found out she was a fornicator? So she'll become a wanderer. She cannot belong to a court or hold a title. She will lose 30 opinion of me for 15 years. Oh, this is... I feel like I don't need to imprison her. Listen, if she's gonna fornicate, that's like... That feels like that's not even my business, man. Apparently, she is my vassal. She's the mayor of Sligo, which is some earldom around here, somewhere. Sorry, a barony. Yo, for real, where is this? It's in Connacht. Okay. I don't think that I have any interest in... Whatever, man. Listen, I'm not saying everybody in my realm can fornicate to their heart's content, but I am kind of saying that, actually. You know, I'm a peacemaker. Everyone says that about me. That's how I became king. It was all that peace I was doing. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Levies. What are we doing? What's everybody up to? There is war. There is, in fact, war between my vassals. Why? I mean, I guess I don't care, unless they petition me to make it stop. High Queen Constance is pregnant again. At some point, we want the children to stop, right? Prince Robert the Old has died. I mean, it's not like a huge surprise. It's right there in the name. Okay, now I can declare war. Oh, we had to wait for the kid to be old enough to press the claims, maybe? Or, I mean, maybe not, because he's 11 now. That doesn't seem like a meaningful age. Okay, so if we press, he will gain the contested title. Which contested title? Are we talking about? He had a claim to being king, right? So what would that... Oh, no, here we go. Here's the objective. The Duke of Moray. Yeah, he could become the Duke of Moray. We could press on any of these little earldoms, but no, this is the one we would want to do. Oh, maybe it was an issue of me... You cannot afford the cost of this war, so upon declaring you will receive a 1,500-point fame penalty, and you will lose a level of fame. I cannot afford the cost of this war, but we're close. So we just wait. We can get to 750. That can happen. Yeah, I would rather not lose the level of fame, but I'm glad that the titles thing is working out, even if I have no idea why it is working now when it wasn't working before. There's a lot of levies raised over here, but it seems like everybody's just kind of taking it easy. We're all fighting a very defensive sort of war. Yeah, keep trying. I would love it if my vassals didn't want to kill me. I mean, obviously, I'm willing to form this title, and that'll push us over. That'll be a lot easier way, a lot faster way to get to prestige than just waiting. Oh, a son. I'm not 100% sure that I'm happy with a new son. Right, our territory is going to be even more split up. Oh no, someone's planning to kill my nephew. Who? Some guy. He's one of my knights. He is rapacious. Are we sure that he doesn't deserve it? Why is everybody always trying to kill people in my court? Well, I mean, I guess I know why, because our court is full of sadists and monsters. Something about the type of kingdom that I run over here. Alright. Let's form this duchy. Let's form this title. Get me some sweet, sweet prestige. Alright. And yes, I know. Too many held duchies. It's always a problem. So we can give stuff to our kids directly. That seems like it might be a good idea, actually. Right? Because it would reduce the amount that... I'm not allowed to drag this around. It reduces the amount of stuff that I'm personally lording over without taking it out of the direct bloodline. And if we don't give it to Brian, then it won't even be a problem when he takes over. Sort by opinion of me. Let's maybe give stuff to people who like me. So yeah, we could give it to other kid. I wonder if I'm allowed to change his name. Would that work? Does that work to make him less of a Does that work to keep it from draining us while keeping it sort of in the line? I mean, I guess it's not directly in the line of succession. But so this would make him officially my vassal. Is he not already? Here's the problem. I have a very common English colloquial understanding of the word vassal as well. I don't actually know the technical meaning, and I think that's part of my confusion with some of the things that are going on in the game. So that might be a good thing for me to do some research on as well. I'm going to try this. We're going to try granting stuff directly to the kid early. Did that... Wait a minute. I can change his contract. Uh-oh. Hold up. My brother Conchabar died of old age. I gained stress. Yeah, that makes sense. Some sinful archbishop somewhere was exposed. So, is this my my brilliant plan didn't work? If the thing is still in the family. We gave him the Earldom of Athlone, not this. I gave him the wrong title. This is what I was trying to do. So we gave him the land, now we give him the title? So your player heir is second in line of succession for the Duchy of Meath. While it is possible that he will inherit this title on his own, a series of unfortunate accidents could speed up his acquisition. I think it's fine. You are first in line for the Duchy of Meath. Yeah, okay, so he's not actually second in... No, this is fine. Few knights. Oh, right. My brother who just died was one of my knights, wasn't he? We should probably have full knights. Although, we're not going to be able to afford to hire anyone anyway. Also, I can modify this contract, but should I? I mean, I guess we could go to high taxes without it being a problem. Yeah. Do I have a hook? I'm the head of his house. That'll do it. More taxes. More taxes from the sun. Okay. As High King of Ireland, I do, in fact, need brave knights. 3 able-bodied men with 12 or more prowess. Please, check your stat sheets before you show up, gentlemen. The thing is, if we did this, I'm not sure that we would have the money to pursue it, because we are kind of broke. I'm going to hold off on this for a little bit longer. Let's close some of this stuff. And, yep, my vassals are fighting. I wish that they would not do that, but whatever. Do I need to step up here? Hold on a second. That's Athlone. What is going on here? You are fighting a liberty war. You are trying to get out from under... Yeah, okay. Hold on just a damn second here. So the defender is my kid. My kid didn't think to, like, mention this or call in my help or anything. Would you like some assistance? I feel like I should intercede. Can I intercede? Like, if I just call up the armies, I'm not at war. I can still do that, right? Yeah, we can just raise all the armies. Am I allowed to just attack here? Do I have to... Okay, so you can offer to come to the aid of an ally, your liege, a defender of your faith in a holy war, or help a vassal put down a peasant revolt. This is not technically a peasant revolt. So, no, I'm not allowed to jump in? That feels strange, right? When a man goes to war with my son, I'm not allowed to intercede? I'm the king. Does the game not know I'm the king? I feel like within my realm, I should have a lot of rights to intercede militarily. All right, you know what? I think we're going to pause it right here, and I'm going to do a little bit of investigation into what our options actually are in a situation like this and what the outcome might be. Because if we need to arrange a series of accidents or something for the mayor of Dublin, you know, I'm just saying... that might be a thing we have to get going at now rather than later. So I'm gonna do a little bit of research into what I can possibly do here. And when you come back next time, tomorrow, we're gonna settle all of this warring within our lands that I am not very pleased about. And then I think maybe we're going to become King of Scotland. And we'll see you then.